Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to episode 2 of our Let's Try of Terraforming Mars, which is a real-life board game that now has a digital adaptation. I am playing a game versus 2 AIs. You can play up to 5 players. You can also play a special solo mode, although when you're talking about a computer game, you can also just play against AI opponents like I'm doing here. We are representing the Phobolog Corporation, which started off quite poor, but with a lot of titanium, which we use to fund things like crashing a moon into Mars. As you do. It is currently Generation 4. We did do our first turn of this round already. It is our second set of actions over here if we want. We only have 9 megabucks, so we're not going to be able to play the Tropical Resort, which does sound like it's going to be fun, and none of the standard projects can be developed over here. We do have the ability to convert 1 electrical power into more terraforming rating, which is more money. But I think I'm hesitating because this Tropical Resort requires 2 energy, and I don't think... Or sorry, it's 2 heat income. Never mind. We do actually have a heat income of 1. How did we get plus heat? Oh! Oh, this actually gave us heat income! Thought it raised the heat an extra time. So we have 1 heat income from having done this. Interesting. I think we will need 2 to be able to play that tourist thing. But in any case, I think I'm going to hold off on this. We have a higher terraformer rating than everyone else. Right now we're already sitting on more income. And I kind of like the idea of generating more heat. If we can grab that second heat generation step for free, but like quote unquote for free by doing this instead of slamming an asteroid in there, then we might consider that. So I'll just go ahead and pass. So this will be the end of my play this generation, which is fine. It's fairly common, as you can see here, and maybe here. Oh, this person's actually taking a turn. It's not, as far as I can tell, it's not that uncommon to only take like a single action turn, especially early on when your income might be a little bit more painful. So there we go. We now have enough heat stored up. Well, it went to another player. We have enough heat stored up to raise the temperature of Mars by 1 step. I want to time it to make sure that I can get the second free heat boost, if at all possible. Which actually is there. Oh, yellow must have raised the heat on his turn. I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on there. So we are last here. So if someone else raised the heat before us, we'll be a little bit annoyed. But anyway. The Electro Catapult. What is the deal here? This can only be played if there's no more than 8 oxygen in the air. And right now we're sitting at 4%. So that's fine. This gives us an ability to have an action to spend 1 plant or steel to gain 7 megabucks. Oh crap, that's really nice. Costs us energy, but we can convert a lot of stuff. We do produce steel every turn, so this is going to make a lot of money for us. It's a victory point. It's probably worth taking. There's birds over here we could use to generate animals on this card. So as an action, we can add an animal to this card. At the end of the game, we get 1 victory point for each animal in this card. We do lose some plant production from having done that. We don't produce plants right now, so I don't think that's a card for us. The development center over here, spend 1 action to draw a card from the draw deck, or 1 energy. Well, and an action and an energy. That's not bad. Now this is nice. Water splitting plant. Spend 3 energy to raise oxygen by 1 step. I think this is fair. I think we're going to continue... Well, I was going to say we're going to continue to develop an energy-centric strategy, but are we? Because the Electro Catapult will cost a permanent energy increase. We'd have to go and get... more energy generation to do that. Build a lot of power plants. We don't have one in our hand to do that. No, I think I will grab the Electro Catapult because I think that's going to pay off well. And I think that's going to be all for us. We might play more of the standard project cards over here. Oh, I haven't talked about the milestones and rewards yet. Ha! Oh, so he's playing an Earth Catapult, which I think is going to give him a discount to 2 for playing cards in the future, which is awfully nice. Alright, when it's my turn, I have to remember to hit those buttons. Oh, someone already bought a milestone. Damn it! I didn't even look at them. For all I know, it's one I could have grabbed. I don't think so, though, because I think it's from having placed 3 of those, but it would have changed my strategy. Milestones! Okay, so milestones are you pay 8 energy to activate this. It has a certain requirement. So someone already played Gardener from having built 3 greenery tiles. They had 3, they paid the 8, they've got that. This is worth 5 victory points at the end of the game. It's very potent. Only 3 milestones can be picked throughout, so one's already gone, so there's 2 more spots for milestones. There's Mayor if you have 3 cities. There's Builder if you have 8 building tags. There's Planner if you have 16 cards in your hand. Wow. And Terraformer if you have a Terraform rating of 35. So it'd be really nice to buy some of that at the end. There's also awards, which seem to work similarly, but it's not. You spend 8 to purchase it, but the person who gets the victory points at the end are the people with the most tiles in play, highest money production, most science tags, most heat resources, or the person with the most steel and titanium resources. That's not income, that's resources banked for some of these. Some is income, like this is production, and some are not. So anyone can go and unlock this, but the winner is only determined at the end of the game. First place, second place gets a prize. So we'll want to keep an eye on those, but grabbing those at strategic times is slightly less important. I say slightly because, again, only 3 awards can actually be in effect. So if someone sneaks, like if all 3 of these award slots get filled and I was going for Thermalist and now there's no spot left for Thermalist, I can't take advantage of that. So those are things to certainly keep aware of. But right now I think I'll keep developing here. Oh, I think, yeah, someone else did raise the temperature. Dang. Now I might still want to spend 8 banked heat to raise the temperature, because again, it would still give me a terraforming rating, which, you know, is more income and more points at the end of the game. That's not bad. Our cards right now, we can't play the Tropical Resort. Yeah, probably because of this. Yeah, utilize heat. Yeah, it's telling us we don't have enough heat production. So we need our production of heat to go up by 1 before we can play that. So we got to figure out a way to increase that. And grabbing this would have been the way to do it. Would have been really nice. I do want to get the Electro Catapult down, though. I'm going to want to save 1 steel so that I can go and use it on the Electro Catapult to make us money. So I will decrease the count by 7, the cost by 7. I could bring it all the way down to 0, but I want to save at least 1. We're going to go and deploy this. It's worth a victory point too, which is kind of nice. And it's another building tag. How are my tags coming along? 4 building tags. We might be able to get the 8. We will see. So I have another action I can do. Well, what I'll do probably right away is activate. Well, I may as well raise the temperature. Boom. I'll get some extra terraformer rating. Maybe I can be the first person to 35. There it goes. So that's the end of the turn, because I can always do these actions next turn. That's going to be fine. We've got a pass. Yellow player is going to pass as well. I will certainly use this. There we go. That was weird. I mean, I have a couple plants in the bank, but I don't actually have a plant income. So I'll just do this one here. You can only use these action cards once per generation, though, as far as I know. Unless each one of... No, there's no way. Yeah, it's grayed out. I could boost our terraforming rating some more, but I think I want to keep our little energy production. It's going to be okay. So I'll skip the second action of the turn, and then I'll go ahead and pass after that. Well, I've got 37 bucks. Hold on. Standard projects. There's quite a lot of options over here, including putting greenery. Yeah, you know what? Greenery would be a good thing because it increases oxygen, which gives us more victory points and everything. We'll place it next to our city here. Gain an extra couple of plants in the bank. That's fine. We could asteroid to raise the temperature, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I will power plant, though. And turn, and then we'll just pass. Okay. Of course, I could have just saved the megabucks, because they do persist between turns. But, you know, I think the energy gain will be kind of nice for us. There we go. So any energy you had left over gets converted into heat. But that doesn't count as heat income. And I really want to avoid placing oceans, because someone's got a bonus whenever someone places an ocean. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, so for the caretaker contract, it's got to be at least over 0 degrees Celsius, which is not going to be the case for a while. It lets us spend heat. Hold on, that's spend heat to increase your terraforming rating. Now, normally you can spend heat to increase the temperature and do that. What's the point in this, then? I mean, I guess you can do it when the temperature's full. Might be the idea. We could just build a mine to get a steel production. It's cheap. It's only 3 to put down. It's another building tag if we want that. There's adapted lichen over here, which gives us plant production. Business contacts. Look at top 4 cards of the deck. Take 2 of them into hand. Discard the other 2. That's pretty sexy. I think I might just take these 2 cheap production cards here, though. I don't know what we're going to do to the plants yet. Maybe the plant one isn't worthwhile, but we can use them to develop greeneries, and that's not a terrible thing. I'm going to do it. So we're going to be the second player this round. Toll station. Increases your income by 1 for every space card your opponents have. Oh, that's annoying. Because I've built a few for them. So you can see here he's actually got an income that has nothing to do with his terraforming rating. Developing more greenery. Alright, it's our turn. I mean, we can just develop those, would be good. We could drop another city. I could drop it right here next to this greenery as well for more victory points. Although, this city's not going to be exposed to much greenery, other than this tile over here. Whereas if I dropped a city here, it would get a greenery here and probably an incentive to build one there later on. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I mean, I realize it doesn't increase our income. These city spots fill up quickly. By the way, you can't put cities next to other cities. I might want to focus on income early on. Now, I can get a little bit more money from this action, so I convert 1 steel into this. I'll still be able to put down a mine. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. Because I'm worried about losing these spots later on. So we're going to put you down here. That's going to be fine. So second action is going to be to use this. Yes. And convert steel. Although we do have a lot of plants kicking around. I'm doing it because I don't have a plant income, but I don't know, maybe we can get to 8 and put down a greenery, and that'd be nice. Okay, so we have to end our turn here, because that's 2 actions. Flooding. Place an ocean tile, and then something else happened. If it's next to something, it was gonna cost money, I think. Maybe that cost money to that person, I'm not sure. And they're gonna spend 8 plants to put down greenery next to their own city over here. Fair enough. So greeneries can be placed with plants or with money. So we could do this. I don't think I'm gonna. We do have some money. Oh, so hold on a sec. I guess I can check the log. I mean hidden. It did stuff though. Why does it hide the event? Why wouldn't that not be public? Because it did stuff. I think it's hidden now, or like face down now, because they don't do anything anymore, but it feels like I should be able to see what it was. Dang it. Anyway, I have just enough money to build a mine. And actually, I could discount it, and I will, to save us a little bit of cash. We're going to go ahead and build that. And what are we going to do with all this stuff? I don't know. Keep getting discounts on building type cards. The ones with the little house. And then get to 8 so that we can claim the milestone. That's not terrible. You're getting down insects. Because we're at 7% oxygen. Next auction booster gets to raise the temperature by 1 as well. So you get an extra terraforming credit. He's drawing some cards. Putting down some extra oceans. Alright. I'll just pass. I got nothing left in the bank. Although maybe I would have wanted to convert more energy generation into terraforming points. I don't know. Okay. They don't actually have the highest income because these guys have some passive income generation. but it ain't bad. Still looking for a card that lets me increase my heat production per turn. Acquire company just gives me 3 megabucks per turn, so I've spent 12 right now. Last time I played, the game ended on Gen, I think 11 or 12. This should pay for itself, but I don't know. Nitrogen rich increases your TR by 2 steps and temperature by 1 step. Increase your plant production by 1 step, or 4 steps if you have 3 plant tags. I have no plant tags, so I just get the 1 step of that. It's 30. I mean, it's worth points and some income. That's interesting. I still don't have titanium production for more space tag stuff. Tectonic stress power. Have at least 2 science tags. I only have the 1. Increase your energy production by 3 steps. Seems like the sort of thing I would want. But we need to pick up another card that lets us generate some power. Now this does have a plant tag. I could pick the nitrogen-rich asteroid and try to work my way up to 3 plant tags, but it might be tricky. I think I'm just going to get the acquire company. I think it'll pay for itself still before the end of the game. It's got to have 4 turns to pay for itself. But it might still help with some sort of tag combo later on. I think it'll at least, break even. But maybe it's dumb. Alright, we're first, which doesn't really do much for us right now. I kind of feel like spending for a greenery, which will increase the oxygen enough to raise the temperature too. So it's kind of a sweet time to do it. And I'm going to put it right here, next to 2 of my cities, which will increase their victory value. So that increases there. And that increases there, which gives me more terraforming points for each one of those. So that worked out pretty well, actually. I'm fairly pleased with that. I can't acquire the... well, that's not true. I can't acquire the company this turn. We're fairly close to being able to get a free greenery. I think I will keep just using the steel for some money. So that'll be the end of my turn. But we'll be able to do something. Because if I'm going to acquire a company, I have to do it. I have to do it this generation, otherwise it's dumb. Optimal arrow break. Someone's playing Kerbal Space Program. Hired raiders. They get to steal, or money from someone. I don't know who it was done to. You're spending... Right, you can spend just 7 plants to build more places. I want to build a city right there. The livestock card. Aha, we've got enough oxygen to be able to support livestock. So he'll get an action where he can keep adding livestock tokens to that card, and at the end of the game, that card will be worth 1 victory point per livestock token. There are ways to mess with that, though. Okay, we could still do that, and we may. But yeah, you're right. We got to acquire the company. Adapted lichen would also be fun for the plant production. We have to do that right away. Now, we do get the discount for playing cards. I think that's already factored into these numbers. I'm not sure. This is the amount we pay, and we have an effect that costs us to pay less when you play a card. So I think, I suspect, I don't know. I'm hoping that, in fact, this card would be cost 9. It just doesn't say it here. I suppose I could look it up online. Terraforming Mars Adapted Lichen. I'm just hoping there's a picture or something of the card that I can see. And yeah, it does. Yeah, it costs 9. So for us, it costs 8, but this is the actual updated cost. Okay, so we are getting the discount, which is good. We have another action we can do here. I mean, we can't standard project other than maybe selling a patent, which, I mean, we could consider. We could sell the Tropical Resort to get 1 megabuck back, but it doesn't help us immediately, so I probably won't stress about it. Yeah, what the hell. We'll see if we can get up to 35 first and make sure to buy that milestone. It should be fairly easy to do. And that'll be spend 8 megabucks to get 5 victory points, which is well worthwhile. And potentially block someone else from getting a milestone. That one or another one, just by, filling up this list. There you go. He's livestocking. Micro mills. Increases heat production by 1. See, that's what I want. Of course, I could have grabbed the card that let me look at more cards. Okay, I am going to pass. Gain 1 plant for each city in play. Wow. This yellow guy is like, yeah, he's getting the plant mechanic working well. What we need is a way to generate titanium so we can get massive discounts on our space projects, but none of that's worked out. There's a little titanium sitting on the ground here, but we haven't found anything. As far as I know, maybe I missed it. It seems very likely to have happened, actually. But as far as I know, I haven't seen anything that generates titanium, which is a damn shame. Alright, so we're going to be last this round. Which, unless we grab an aggro card, shouldn't matter too much. Vesta Shipyard, speaking of things that generate titanium, right here. Import water from Earth. It would only cost 12 to build an... Or from Europa. Only cost 12 to place an ocean tile. And you get 1 VP at the end of the game for each Jovian tag. So Jovian is that symbol over there. Now, I don't think I've got any Jovian tags currently. And I don't think I need to worry about that too much. Protected habitats. Opponents may not remove plant, animal, or microbe resources. Oh, okay. They can't steal my plants, animals, or microbes. It's cheap, but, you know, meh. Interstellar colony ship. You need at least 5 science tags. So it's just worth more tags and 4 victory points. It doesn't help our economy, but it's worth points. I think we go and grab the Vesta Shipyard, though. We want to build that. For sure. Done. Okay, so we will be last. It's going to build a titanium mine. Oh, man! It's cheap, too. We would have liked that one. Importing nitrogen. Those are some power cards. So, the temperature increase has been very slow. It feels like. I think the game's going to run, 13, 14 turns, maybe. Okay, yellow's livestocking. And putting down tardigrades, which lets him generate microbes. I don't think he's got anything to consume microbes yet. But he's looking to maybe build an engine. Meanwhile, let's see here. I mean, obviously we need this down. I don't know if there's an optimal order. I could boost temperature right this second. And I mean, ideally we want to do that before someone steals the heat, but I don't... And I mean, there's no real rush to playing these, I guess. Alright, I'll go ahead and raise this. We're hoping to be the first person at 35 terraforming. There's no reason to save the heat. Again, we'd like 2 heat income, but that's different. We can do our actions to convert our steel and whatever, but let me get down to Vesta Shipyard. Because I want to make sure I don't fail to somehow deploy it, because we do get an incentive, because titanium is worth slightly more for us than for other people. So that has to be the end of our turn. But I don't think it's all we're doing this generation. Well, at the very least, we're going to convert most likely some steel to some more money. Wow, that city is going to be worth a lot of victory points at the end of the game. Jeez. So he's tardigrading. Predators. Remove an animal from any card. So he can eat other people's animals. The thing is, I mean, I don't have any animals. I don't know if purple does. There's a way to find that out. It's card resources. So yeah, he doesn't have any. If you look at yellow here for card resources, he's got 2 livestock, 1 tardigrade. Oh, and a predator's another... Oh, so he can probably eat his own livestock and probably get more points that way or something like that. Okay. This is me. So action-wise, I mean, I know we're going to want to do this. And I'm just going to keep eating the steel for now. And it can give us a big discount to building-type buildings. But I'm still hoping to get a greenery without having to spend money on it. I do have a fair amount of money. We could drop another city, including one here. Be adjacent to 2 greeneries. Give me an extra card draw. Can't build on Noctis City. It's a special card. Actually, why don't I build here? It's worth a lot of victory points. What do I prefer? The extra card draw? Or an extra victory point? And a plant, I suppose, which is something. And I can end up putting green space over here later on, because someone else is probably going to grab that. Okay, you know what? We'll build a city there. I believe it's worth a terraforming thing to build a city as well. It's a lot of money. End turn. Yes, Casman National Park. Okay. We're spending a lot of steel for that. So yeah, between having both steel and titanium generation, I should be able to consistently put down some cards cheaper. Advanced alloys. Oh, that would have been nice. It lets him... He's going to get more value out of those cards. Not that he has as much generation for it. I'm not going to use that. I mean, at some point I might need to cash that in. I think for now we can just safely pass, though. It's going to be alright. There's only 3 more O2 boosts left in the game. Production. He's going to be able to do some greenery next turn. He's going to be able to raise temperature. Oh, no. I didn't realize that had already kicked in. I do have 5 money income just directly. Let's see here. That's interesting. Spend 4 energy to gain 1 steel and increase oxygen by a step. I mean, we don't generate that much electricity, just looking at it because of this. Deep well heating, though. That's nice. Increase your energy production and temperature, both by 1 step. It's got the building icon, so I can actually get it for free by just spending a bunch of steel. I think there's no reason not to pick that up. We got bushes and nitrophilic moss. So this eats some plants, but then increases plant production. This produces plants and then gives you plant production. This one is cheaper. Do I need plant production? Well, again, I can build greenery, which gives us victory points, which is worthwhile. I think if we're going to do it, we'll probably just... Oh, this has to be above... Oh, above -10, which we've got, which is fine. Do I want to grab both? I'd be creating a lot of green spaces. I don't have any combos for it, really. Starting to add up depending on if I want cities or whatever. But you know what? I think I will. I'm going to grab all 3 of these. I'm okay with it. Although green spaces boost oxygen and, like... I mean, they're good for victory conditions, but you also want to place them down as early as possible so that we can get the terraforming credits for it. Which we may not be able to do. I don't know if there's a ideal order for anything we're doing. I don't think it matters. There we go. We can use 6 to get it to be free. That still leaves us 1 that we can turn into income. And if we have plants, then we can start spending the plants for income as well. So that's not too bad. That's action number 1. Gives us more energy. Very cool. Yeah, I guess I'll use the bushes. Actually, I probably should have used the bushes first because I could have instantly placed down a green space. And now I'm a little worried, like, what if someone hurts our plants or, you know, uses our ideal green space or something like that? I think it's going to be okay. But yeah, that's the order I should have done it in. There is a difference. Innovation contest. Okay, so he gets to look at the deck and pick some stuff. Good for him. Or invention contest, not innovation. He's going to put down a green space. If we had money left, a city there, that's probably what he's angling for. Or there, actually. This becomes a great city spot. Which yellow is placing there. Okay. I don't think we're going to have... We spent a fair bit of money, didn't we? We have the ability to make some money. Oh, he's building some moss. All right, good for him. I don't remember. I could click on it to see, but I'm just going to wait until this is all done. You can speed up these animation speeds. 22. So not enough for a city. Someone will probably beat us to it. Still, what I'm going to do is I will convert one of our plants to 7 money. There we go. Because I'll still have enough for the greenery. But it means that I can place down... Oh, that's action 2. No, it's not. There. I can place down a city right now. Which I'm going to do right here. Sucks that we didn't get the card draw. I mean, I guess I could go here as well. And then I could greenery right there. For some extra steel. Alright, let's do that. Now, in any case, my turn is over right now. But yeah, I'll probably greenery right there. And he did build the city there. Still, I mean, I still got a 3-city move. I would have preferred the card draw, but this is going to work out fine. So we'll do this. This will be a greenery without spending any money. Right there. Improves oxygen, gives us terraforming points. We're nearly at 35. We'll probably just get it next turn, and then we'll have the money to also milestone. So I've used that. I can't spend any of those. I think we just skip and then pass. So that was mostly okay. So yeah, the temperature's not rising as quickly as it could. There's also not as much ocean placing being put down, despite the fact that one guy can, like, spam it like crazy. Yeah, we'll just pass. Yeah, we have to make sure to grab that milestone next turn. Make sure no one else beats us to it, weirdly. Okay, Generation 10. What kind of cards are we getting at? We are going to be first to act. Okay, this is very interesting. So there's the ice asteroid, which would let us place 2 ocean tiles. Again, placing ocean tiles does increase our terraforming score, which is good. But someone else has got the boost to it. And I want still I want to focus on probably getting the temperature of the auction and finishing that up myself. There's permafrost there. I mean, we could discount it with our titanium, which would be okay, but yeah, the Ganymede territory is interesting. Puts the city on the reserved tile, which is right over there, and we get 1 victory point. It still counts as a city regardless. It's a space tile, and if we have more Jovian tags, which we do have 1 already, so this is a 2 Jovian card because it counts itself. Solar wind power gives us titanium right away, which we can then use to discount another space card. I think we pick up this and this. It's not Jovian, huh? We might look for more Jovian stuff. Now, someone I think does get income for every space card. I mean, I can't play around that forever. Okay, now, is there something I would like to do quickly before someone else does it? I could put a city down over here. You can't develop here unless someone picks up Noctis City, which is the only time that you can get adjacent cities. But it'd be adjacent to greeneries. I could always greenery over there as well, which would I'd get 2 money back right away because it's next to an ocean, which is kind of decent. That's certainly something that can happen. I can also look at green spaces over here and things like that, but I think that's the only, like, super strong city tile. I can do that and solar wind power. I don't need to Ganymede right away, although I might have enough titanium to do it. The nitrophilic mass is nice, but yeah, okay. So, just so that we don't get blocked, I will go ahead and city right over here. I think it's well worthwhile. And do that. Will give us a plant as well from having done that, which is okay. So, I'm no longer worried really about anyone ninjaing a play from me. What I think I'm going to do is eat a plant. I say that. We have tons of steel and nothing to dump the steel on right now. So I will actually eat steel for money, and then we'll evaluate our move after people have done a thing. Okay, so that's us. So there's only 1 more greenery that can be placed to increase oxygen. After that, you can still place greeneries for, like, city bonus points and things like that. But there's no more oxygen boosting that's going to happen. So this is an Earth office. Whenever that person plays Earth tags, they get some things, yada, yada, yada. Space station, when they play a space card, things happen. Man, I want all those cards. He's livestocking. He does have the ability to put down a green space, which I think he should have done. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough. Dang. That's too bad. Having a lot of power will be nice because we'll be able to boost the temperature for a bit. Okay, I'm just going to go for the solar wind power. That's going to be fine. I'll use what titanium I've got to discount it as much as possible because I may as well. And it'll actually refund me the titanium, give me more power, which will turn into more just latent heat, which is good because we're going to want to generate as much heat as possible to get some more terraforming score. Am I actually going to be able to get the 35 terraforming this turn? I'm actually not sure. I think the sooner you play the nitrophilic moss, the better. We can wait on this a little bit. So it'll cost us 2 plants, but then give us considerably more plant income. And we're going to definitely want to put a greenery right there because it'll be adjacent to 2 cities. All right, end turn for now. I don't think anyone can steal the 35 terraforming milestone from us. They'd have to generate a lot of points and still have money left over to grab the card. Oh, sabotage. Stealing titanium or steel probably happened to me. Tardigrades are microbing up. Good for them. I still don't think he's got anything to use it with, but he's probably, shopping. The sooner you get the production card, then yeah, you just start shopping from there. That's nice. He's going to put a greenery on there, which is kind of going to annoy me. Although knowing that he's going to do that, I might want to put a city over here. I can't now. I could power plant, and, while that sounds good, I think I may as well get the adapted lichen. It's slightly cheaper than the power plant. Maybe the power plant's better. I don't know. It also gives us more plant tags just in case something comes up. I could have just passed as well to just save the money, but I think it's probably worth just doing that. It's a lot of plant income. Go purple. Spending 14 for something. Oh, he's asteroiding. Oh, temperature boosts. He's at 33, and I'm going to be acting last. Hopefully on my turn, I'll probably have to, even if it means, placing an ocean or doing whatever. I'm just going to have to go and, take an action. Oh, here, I'll just pass. My first turn will be take an action by the milestone. He might be able to get up to 35 on his turn, but that'll probably take both his actions, and he won't be able to buy the milestone immediately. We have enough heat to be able to just do it, get terraforming credit that way. And that's probably exactly what we'll want to do. Still hoping to build the tourism thing. All right, generation 11 has started. What's our timer at? I think we'll just keep, well, there's going to be quite a few more turns. I will put another cut in here as we start generation 11 and make some decisions as to what cards we pick up and see what we can do about maybe hopefully winning the game. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.